Hi, I'm Lisa for wtfLisa Tarot. I'm gonna try to make this quick. It's a weird mix of vibes. It's interesting, but I'm making it quick because I'm tired. I got stuff to do. I get messages through songs of when you're but in, when you're but out. Like, share, subscribe, and follow. Drop a tip, Cash App, wtfLisa Tarot. Don't mind me with the dancing. I have one ear but in, one ear but out, so I can hear the music. I know you can't. It probably looks weird as hell. Sorry. But you just can't help it with some songs. They just make you dance. Anyway, drop a tip, Cash App, wtfLisa Tarot. Shop my store, wtfLisa eBay. It's random. What else can I tell you about? Oh yes, reading soap and bath bombs at wtfLisa @AA. I have Good Vibrations, but not by Marky Mark, by the Beach Boys. Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys. Totally different song. I like it. Hold on, I started it over. I love the colorful clothes she wears, and the way the sunlight plays upon her hair. Isn't that sweet? I hear the sound of a gentle word. I would have fit right in with the Beach Boys. On the wind that lifts her perfume through the air. Ah, I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me excitations. I like this song. This is Good Vibrations vibe. I do get a surfing vibe, but it's not necessarily like actual fucking surfing. Like someone's out there on the board, like, oh my god. No, it's like surfing astral planes, surfing internet waves, surfing the information highway. No one, someone could be surfing the crimson wave. That's gross. We don't need to talk about that. That's irrelevant. I just think surfing and good vibes. I need to bring up periods. This is a weird vibe though. Could be messing with someone's mind a little bit. It could be a space cadet needs to come back down to earth and ground a little bit, you dig? Somebody is in the flow, spiritual awakening vibes, but they need to do some grounding work. That's never a bad idea. I need to myself. I'm very burnt out and tired. Good vibrations. See, I could fit right into the Beach Boys. Oh, I said it like a monkey. I could fit in a zoo, too. Ace of Coins and Death. Someone needs to come back down to earth. And I think someone's about to get some news. Maybe someone's just having a good time, but they're about to get some bad news about, I don't know if it's someone around them with this Four of Coins. Just bad news. Somebody could be thinking they're about to get good news, and it's bad news. Someone's lost in their own sauce, and something's about to bring them down to earth. I do get a slight vibe of some of us who are into the spiritual maybe needing to ground a little bit. But this feels a little more specific for some people. Maybe some people aren't supposed to be space cadets, you know what I mean? And it's like you're not part of the program, and NASA's pulling the plug on you. Why am I using these terms? I don't know. Someone could just be really interested in space, and it's their jam, it's their joint, it's their vibe. Sometimes I've done readings where it's in the form of like Greek mythology, and I find out later talking through somebody, they just watched, they just did a marathon of Greek mythology movies. That's why I was picking it up like that. Or they're a mythology student, and I was picking up it, but it was coming out mixed, in some cases I've done readings where it's been like Batman, that's the narrative, but someone's just a huge Batman fan. They watched all the Batmans all the time, different versions, they have their opinion, you know what I mean? So sometimes I'll pick up on stuff like that, and then it also makes it more fun to read the reading. But I have somebody is like surfing good vibes, just really on this high, or so they think, but something's going to drop them right back down to earth. This, again, I do get the energy of people needing to ground, and, okay, that's great, but take some time to think and breathe. But this is somebody, you're somewhere you don't belong, and you're being pulled right back down, and the fall is going to be hard. The words are coming up jumbly, it's to me, I don't know. And now it's making that ghost sound. Ooh! If you've ever heard the song, it makes a ghost sound. Top of the World by the Carpenters. Jesus was a carpenter, and he had the whole world in his hands. Oh, dear. Okay, now I don't really know the song that well. I just know the top of the world. And that's it, so bear with me. Da-da-da. Such a feeling's coming over me. Thank God there's the lyrics. There's wonder in almost everything I see. Well, Ten of Wands. Oh, that's coming crashing down. Oh no, the good times are over for you, asshole. Because this whole thing is fraud. The good feeling you have surfing, you're a fraud. You don't belong there. That's somebody else's energy you have been siphoning. And yes, you have been caught. Who is this? The Space Cadet energy vampire from outer space. An ass face from outer space. Oh, who is this? Eight of Swords, Two Cups. Well, there's a group. Page of Swords. On the top of the world, looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find. Someone who's watching, waiting, lurking. They know it's catching up to them. With this Ten of Cups, the joint is with secret operations, so to speak. This sounds so dramatic. It's really not like that. Somebody is just really dramatic, but I like reading it this way. You want to be dramatic? Let's get dramatic. Someone is really, if they just keep pretending things are fine, it'll be fine. But this Space Cadet's having a hard lesson. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, King of Cups. I pulled your card, and so's the universe. Six of Wands. You don't belong here, Space Cadet. Page of Cups. Your position's being yoink yanked. Zoinks. Yoink, zoinks, and yank. Let's get some tea on you, buddy. Why is NASA cutting the funding on your Space Cadet program? You ass face from outer space. King of Cups. Be it just the same for you and me. Need will be mine if you are here. I'm on the top of the world looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find. The song is very corny. It makes me happy. So this guy, he ain't no carpenter, and let me tell you, this ain't no Jesus. King of Cups, Space Cadet. As space from outer space, you're being yanked from the space program. Why? Besides the fact that you don't belong there. Remember, there's this old movie called Gattaca, and in the future it has Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman. Did I say Uma Thurman? I meant Uma Thurman. See, Hawke, Thurman, Herman. Anyway, that's where Maya Hawke was created. And a movie about DNA. Anyway, he fakes his DNA and ends up trying to be an astronaut, and he makes it. This person, you don't make it. You can't fake your bad DNA. You can't fake your bad energy. I'm George Michael, Freedom. But I won't let you down. I will not give you up. This guy, though, he's gonna fight till the end, but it won't go so well. Why? Because he ain't supposed to be there, buddy. Codependency. You're the one good thing that I got. He can't help it. But partying, unbothered. Dude's just a mess. He's not only bad at being a space cadet, he just doesn't belong there. It's very clear to me. I feel like as soon as he relaxes, when he's not acting, as soon as he relaxes, it's very clear. I also think he's just having a hard time keeping up the facade, whatever this energy is. Now, this really doesn't have to do with space and all that. Like I said, someone just is maybe really into it. So it's coming out this way. It could be in a business. It could be the reality. But this guy needs to come back down to Earth. You know what I mean? His head's out in outer space, so that's how I'm reading it. Gonzo is from outer space. Maybe he's a chicken fucker like Gonzo. What's that about? I don't know. I think there's a lot of weird rumors about this man, and most of them are true. It was in a bread bath place on your rock and roll TV. To win the race, a prettier face, brand new clothes, and a big fat place on your rock and roll TV. However, image is nothing, thirst is everything, and this is a thirsty bitch. And guess what? We're out of water. I think there's something you should know. I think it's time I told you so. Competition. It's a very competitive place, and we just found someone much better than you. You are being grounded, Space Cadet. Jail. You're being grounded, Space Cadet. Understand, sometimes the clothes do not make the man. Yeah, you suck and they notice, buddy. You're not very good at your job. Yeah. And all we have to do is take these lies and make them true. You know, a good example of a water sign like this, besides Diddy, Scorpio, here we are, George Santos. He's a MAGA. Yeah, he has an OnlyFans where he's dressed in drag and he He extorted a lot of money from people. He's on fraud trial charges. He was using the money to buy handbags and like pay for other OnlyFans shit. But he's MAGA, but he also is gay. He also told people he's Jewish and he's not, and it's the whole bag of cats. That would be an example of a space cadet really being brought back down to earth. But and you notice how he just kind of disappeared from the news after the fraud trial started? I don't pay that much of attention, but the shit will come to me in various ways. Like I'm walking by a TV and it is on, you know, and not a TV in my house, just like in public, or you'll hear something over the radio real quick when you're somewhere, or you'll hear a conversation. You're like, what? You open Google and there's stories. That's how I usually check the news. Although lately I have been kind of glancing. I keep trying to check the news for the Hurricane Helene, but it's too heartbreaking. I saw an entire town in North Carolina wiped out, and I had to close it. It's too heavy, and I could feel like just, I'm so sorry that happened. It's horrible. I couldn't even look at the pictures, and my heart just, like, it's hard for empaths. Despite some of my reading, some of this shit is so hard. It takes time to get to a place where I can describe it, but the feeling isn't good. I try to look at it like how, and I hate likening myself to an EMT or someone in a very hard, very real job, but I just try to look at how they keep their cool, calm, composure, they keep their head together so they can help somebody, because if they're freaking out, you know what I mean? That's how I try to look at this stuff. I can still see you standing there, and I hope you're happy for me. This guy doesn't know he's about to be brought back down to earth. I think he feels like he's still pulling something off, but it's not working. I never want to feel that way again. That's going to be him getting caught, but I almost feel like an energy of relief and regret from this man. Relief because it's hard to keep up a facade. So there's that burden gone, but the regret now is he's caught and he has the new burden of guilt and all the things that come with that. This guy could end up, the space cadet, the ass space from outer space, could end up with fraud, just all kinds of issues from whatever bullshit he was pulling. That's what I get. What did you want from me? You were so easy to see through. I just feel like literally this guy always has a mask on. He's been getting too comfortable and the facade's been slipping. People have noticed and now he's out. I just see this man could be facing some heavy duty federal charges, whatever this is. I don't think it's actually anyone in the in actual NASA or space program. I don't think it's anyone actually in the spotlight either. I just feel like this man just works probably a regular job, but he's just really fascinated by space and shit and always has been, so it's coming out this way. As I said before, I've done readings in the form of Greek mythology, and then I find out later someone just had a movie marathon of Greek mythology movies, or it was a mythology student, or, you know, like I said, I'll talk like Batman versus Harley Quinn, and it just turns out the people involved are just very huge fans of that. It doesn't really have anything to do with the story, it just came out that way. And it's more fun for me to read. Same thing, the ass face from outer space is about to meet the Space Force. No, they're about to meet Earth cops. Because, son, I feel like whatever place he was working, he stole from them. And Queen of Swords, baby, the police chariot are showing up to knock on your door and put your ass in jail. Not only are you pulled from the space program, space cadet, ass face from outer space, you're going to jail. Federal charges here. It feels more of the financial variety, but there's probably a variety of charges here.